Hey, my name is Denise Walsh and welcome back to my channel. I am a retired clinical psychologist turned entrepreneur and have spent the last 20 years helping people decide what they want and then go get it. And what I've learned is that it truly is never about the destination, right? It's never about the finish line. It's about the journey and all the learning and growing and evolving that you do on your way to success. But when you first get started in anything new, most of the time, there's insecurities. You're not sure. You're wishy-washy. You're double-minded. And if you watch my video that I posted yesterday, you'll see a coaching exercise that I did with a teammate who's feeling that exact same way. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a few more key ways that you can take that insecurity and really grow within yourself so you become an authority in your space, which will lead to more sales, more connections, more influence over the people you are working with. But before I jump right in, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release a video. So if you can relate to this thought of insecurity, self-doubt, you know what I mean? You take a step and you go, is this the right step? I don't even know what I'm doing. Then I want you to hashtag dream life in the comments because, man, I have been there too. Even with the creation of some of the products, the journal, Design Your Dream Life workbook that's coming out in May. I mean, there's been so many times throughout this process of learning something new that I felt like I messed up, that I felt like I did something wrong, that I felt like I don't know what I'm doing. Am I doing it right? And so then what happened is every time I took a step, I would wonder, is this the right thing? Am I going to totally mess it up? Is this a right versus wrong type of situation? Do I even know what I'm doing? Maybe I should just give up. And if you've ever felt that way yourself, hashtag dream life below, because I can tell you that is a normal part of the process. And so what I have learned to do and what I coached my friend yesterday was there's a couple things to kind of combat this fear, combat this double-mindedness, and grow in confidence and in authority. And this is to decide. Decide. So here's the deal with double-mindedness or wishy-washy. Sometimes there's too many options. Sometimes we're going back and forth and pros and cons for like so many things. If you think of the whole world and you think, where should I go on vacation? There's so many options. You could be researching till you're 80 on where you should take your family on vacation. What you do is you decide what type of experience do you want. Do you want it to be easy to travel to? How old are your kids? Do you want to be in the mountains or the beach? Do you want a city and exploring, or do you want relaxing? What experience do you want? What are some options that are easy to get to if that's important? You narrow it down and you decide. And once you decide, you can't go back. I mean, like, you can, but that's called wishy-washiness. That's double-mindedness. That's insecurity. That's like, I don't know what to do, so I do nothing. And so the same is true, just like if you were planning a vacation with your life, with your steps, with your business, with your relationships. You take a step, you decide, right? Where do I want to go? You decide. And then the second aspect to this is trust. 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 Trust yourself in the process. Now, what I've learned is that there is no black and white. It really is not a right or wrong situation. It's like a 5-lane highway, all taking you most of the time to your desired result if you're moving. And so instead of thinking about it as a right or wrong, should I take this step or not take this step? Did I mess up? That kind of thing that creates this confusion and insecurity. Think about it like a 5-lane highway. And once you commit to a lane, go. Because that's when you can run. That's when you can truly take massive action. So it's decide, it's then trust yourself, and then the third step in this whole equation to building confidence and authority in your space and stepping out of the wishy-washiness is to talk about it like it's done. Like it's done. Because here's the deal. You know what you want, and you know that eventually you're gonna get there. You might not know every step, you might not know every how, you might not know all the pieces to the puzzle just yet, but when you speak with authority and you use bold words with your prospects or your team, like absolutely, yes, perfect, you're gonna love this. This is exactly for you. I'm so excited for you to be on this journey. You're using strong, bold language. People will follow. Because people follow people who know where they're going. And let's think about it. They're probably wishy-washy too. Is this the right thing? I'm not sure. I want change, but I'm scared. And so you, as the leader or the influencer, get to use bold, confident wording to help take them to pick their lane, to make their decision, and to build their inner trust too. Now, what I know is that nobody can predict the future. We can't. We just can't. We're human. We don't have necessarily that foresight to know exactly how things are going to turn out. But those who have authority and confidence in their space and take people on a journey, decide what they want. They build inner trust. So every step, even if they're like, oh, well, we learned from that one, it wasn't perfect, they don't second guess every step of the way. They decide, they trust, and then they use bold, confident language, talking about it as if it's already done. And guess what, my friends? Then people will follow. I hope that this was helpful for you. And if you're in this wishy-washy, second-guessing, double-mindedness type of space, I'm going to put a few more resources down below. I have a podcast called What the 1% Know that deals with this. I also have another one called The Imposter Syndrome, how to deal with that and overcome that. And those are all things that are just a part of the journey. So know that you're not alone, but know there absolutely is a way through it. So I'm going to link those down below. And if you want more of this type of information, check out the Dreamcast, which is my podcast. And if you're curious about yourself and what type of maybe self-sabotaging or insecure behaviors are holding you back, then check out my free quiz. Go to denisewalsh.com/quiz and you'll be able to take a 6-question quiz that will help you identify the limiting beliefs or behaviors, self-sabotaging things that you're doing that you might not even realize that are preventing you from living your dream life too. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.